you're trying to prove.
Absolutely.
That's all being a lawyer is.
Yeah.
Having the ability to read and then
I would
prove.
not be good at that job.
I think you'd be okay, better than you think.
I'd be good at the arguing part.
Like it's going back and looking at old law cases and like
That worked in the favor of what
Exactly.
you were trying to.
it's like you and then you cite that and it's
Well, here's mine. This judge is a loser. How about that? Coke
Hit it.
Dads, episode 39.
39. I'm Brando Jokes.
I'm a real cake and comedy, but not us, our dads.
We're here with.
Max Sheldrick.
Okay, that was a lot of information. Let's try that again. Episode 39 of the Coke Dads podcast,
Not us, our dads.
featuring producer
Mack Sheldrick.
Mack Sheldrick.
Mack
Sheldrick.
Mack,
I like how you crumbled
Mac.
under pressure there.
He was like waiting for it too.
Max Sheldrick.
How did you do in class when you'd have to read out loud?
I killed it.
Did you?
Yeah, I mean, he crushes reading to us.
Yeah, no, I
feel
when I
like
had
it
to.
turns
Oh,
his
when I had
brain
to.
off.
Oh, I thought you were talking about. I thought you were talking
Like
about
showroom?
presentations.
Oh, yeah.
Of course you killed it. I've seen your stand-up. You're fire.
Presentations, I killed it.
Hey, if anyone
when
needs a
it came to reading out
presentation-
loud, actually, they thought I was.
Say it.
Dyslexic.
Yeah, no, I was. Yeah, I did have bad.
Was it the 90s?
It's just I would have pressure in terms of like because I read a sentence over and over again, and it's hard for me to like
Move
differentiate where it goes from where. It's hard.
Episode
You
39.
don't have one of those cards where you just
Shut up.
Well, it will make it easier.
Yeah,
What?
I know.
What card?
I should.
Oh, you get these reading cards that go above a sentence so that you can
Yeah, no,
keep your
they always
eye tracking.
No, kids would think I was retarded.
If you read
It was the 90s, right?
Yeah.
that was acceptable.
if you read with that for like an extended period of time, eventually your brain will train itself to not need the card
Yeah, I tried.
I've seen my brother read, and he literally is just like,
with his finger. Yeah, he's a lawyer, bro.
it's like insane.
That is pretty
It's
fun.
insane.
Just like old priest. Just
When I was seeing that lawyer, she told me all of law school was just reading. That's the whole thing. She was like, I didn't learn any of the laws. I know how to find the laws because I know how to read.
That's the thing. The big misconception, and I never went to law school, but the big misconception is like all you do is find precedents from cases that have happened before to save whatever you're trying to prove.
Absolutely.
That's all being a lawyer is.
Yeah.
Having the ability to read and then
I would
prove.
not be good at that job.
I think you'd be okay, better than you think.
I'd be good at the arguing part.
Like it's going back and looking at old law cases and like
That worked in the favor of what
exactly.
you were trying to.
It's like you and then you cite that. And it's
Well, here's mine. This judge is a loser. How about that?
nice.
Nice. That's gonna go great.
Nice.
What?
This judge is a real loser.
This judge is a loser.
Yo, I'd like to put my Exhibit A evidence. That guy's a fucking loser.
Fucking loser.
Yeah.
Can't
That guy's a
even read.
loser. Here, I got a photo of him eating lunch by himself. What a fucking pussy.
It would work. I think a jury would see it my way.
I'm working on a sketch called The Incel Lawyer. It's pretty funny. And it has a court scene in it where it's like, Your Honor, I have I would like to show you Exhibit A for evidence. What do you see here? And the judge is like, a dick. And it's like, a dry dick, Your Honor.
Be more specific.
Yeah, but could you be more specific, Your Honor? A dry dick? Exactly, Your Honor. I'm going to put my case right here. I'm going to rest it right there.
So bad.
What?
No,
I just have nothing to say. I don't know what to say. That's all.
I love it how in the podcast when you're uninterested, you make it
I'm
so
not
apparent.
uninterested. I just didn't know what to say. I
just-
just sipped my coffee. Didn't even. Ugh.
Say words, you fuck.
Ugh. So Incel Lawyer this summer on NBC.
I don't think NBC will take it. I'll be honest with you.
You never know.
It's all about
How good is it?
it's pretty offensive.
It's kind of crazy.
It's
we
wildly
were talking about
offensive.
this on break where you were saying how what was it, MXC?
Oh yeah, Takeshi's Castle, which was then redubbed as MXC.
And if you were to watch that show, it's
Oh, it would
basically
not hold
so
up.
inappropriate.
Yeah.
No, it would hold up, but for
It's-
the wrong
yeah, yeah.
reasons. They even do the accents, if I remember correctly.
There's just two Americans dubbing over a Japanese game show.
But like so racist.
Yeah,
So
so
like,
funny.
like
Can we
nowadays-
find a clip and play it right here?
Find it? Like,
Yeah, try and find
how
it.
do you spell it? All right,
MXC. Just the
MXC.
letters MXC and say best
You've for
moments.
sure seen it. You for sure have seen this
Just
shit.
say best moments, YouTube.
It was like the original Wipeout, but with like Asian
Yeah.
subtitles.
It's basically the show Wipeout.
But like the first.
The OG.
And so inappropriate.
Is it dubs?
Yeah, MXC is. The show is actually called Takeshi's Castle.
In Asia.
In Japan.
In Canada or in America, it's called
Yeah.
Most Extreme Challenge, where extreme is spelled with an X.
Clown shoe resoler.
You know what they say about clowns with big feet?
Oh, yeah. Here's Rob Tussin. He was very impressive in the warm-ups. And
This is a show.
It sounds funny. I can't even see it.
Oh, how can he? Oh, he must be feeling really stupid.
I don't think he's feeling anything from the neck down.
Yeah, it kind of
Here's Kenny earlier
sounds
this
like
afternoon.
Max. Like if you were to just play this for me, I'd be like, oh, this is a Max sketch. And
Yeah,
no,
I have a radio voice.
Yeah, we've been over this on the
I have
pod.
the announcement voice.
We know, him too.
Yeah.
And then I have the accent, and so he thinks I should play that up.
What kind of voice do you got?
smoked out.
It does sound good.
It is a good
Smoke.
one.
I got a little head. I got a little hard right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. You should read audiobooks to people.
You should read audiobooks.
I can't read. We
No, but
just
you-
went over this.
Like, it's crazy that we both have great voices, but in Canada, yours is the killer.
yeah, but by not me doing it.
I would argue that this one is pretty good.
Okay, didn't need to.
If you're
I like
lis-
how that's where he was like.
If you're listening at home-
okay.
If you're listening at home, write a comment. Who's your favorite voice on the
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's Max's.
Here's
Like, that's
your
whatever.
examples are this
Mine is also Max's.
sweet buttery voice right here, and
You got this one. Yeah.
I'm just gonna talk normally.
I don't even
Is this
talk
fine?
like that.
yeah,
I talk like this.
This is
that's
fun.
good.
Hannibal
Sweet.
Lecter, I believe you called me at some point.
Yeah,
That was on the that was last week's episode. So
Fava beans.
I got something to bring up.
Fava
if you guys are
beans.
good.
Yeah, let's do
So
it.
I was on the Instagram, and it came to my attention that Avril Lavine died in 2006 or 4,
Oh, we're doing this again?
and she's now been replaced by someone. And then Max has his computer. I just want to look it up right now. Avril Lavigne, not Avril. The conspiracy theory is that she killed herself when she got big into fame.
Because her music was so bad?
The best part though is when you read it, someone says it all, and it's like this big cool doc or whatever, and then at the end, the first comment's like, "Why you gotta make things so complicated?" I love the internet. I love it.
The Avril Lavigne replacement conspiracy theory is a
kinda like-
conspiracy theory stating that our Canadian singer Avril Lavigne died in 2003, shortly after the successful debut of studio album Let Go, and was replaced by a body double named Melissa Vandella.
Oh, she has a name.
This is what kind of blew my mind.
Can you get a photo of them side by
I'm
side?
kind of interested in this because usually we talk about clones, right? Like, not usually.
Well,
but
yeah, we've never once
We
talked
have.
about
We've talked about how I do believe that Dave Chapelle is a clone. But
Oh,
now,
yeah, that we have talked about.
But this
yeah.
blows my mind.
Why do you
because-
think Dave Chappelle's a clone?
Because I don't believe he's the same guy from what I grew up and watched.
I just think he
I think
doesn't.
he's just got older.
I don't think he gets honest feedback because people just love Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, no.
So he comes into any room and they're like, whatever he says is genius. And it's like, no,
But
he can still
the
give
reason-
you garbage.
Yeah.
The reason this one blows my mind is that before I would just come up with the idea of clone, but this person has a name and
Like
is
I have
referred to body double.
I have
Like
a whole
that's,
bit about that. Where it's
Why?
Just like
Why? My question would be, what do we have to gain?
Well, with Avril, it makes sense.
Why?
With Avril, she sold all these, and then the tours started, so they needed someone to go make the money.
Okay, the money, the
money,
tickets had
yeah.
been sold. Oh, I can believe it.
And then if you look at the timeline, remember Derek from Sum 41 they
Yes.
dated, and then he fell into that alcohol.
Yeah, yeah,
That's around the same time she apparently killed herself.
and left him.
It's for Chad,
Chad
Kroger. Imagine that.
I mean,
imagine-
that's just a good career move. You know, like let's be honest. Who's gonna sell more records, Sum 41 or Nickelback?
it just blows my mind that we're even having this conversation.
Nickelback funded a whole record label. Did you know that?
Have you seen Nickelback recently?
No.
He looks rough.
Yeah, years of drugs and. Can you find a photo of Chad Kroger for us?
Chad Kroger.
Nickelback, if you're listening, feel free to come by Sunday night to the Weird Carnival.
Yeah, you can.
Variety
You
show.
can just do an acoustic set.
Bring your wife Avril, or as the
No,
internet
I think
says, Melissa.
I think they're also.
Well, then,
divorced.
if Avril, if you're listening right now, Melissa, whatever your name is, if you want to perform at the Weirdo Carnival,
Melissa does like her unveiling. It's actually me, Melissa. It's been me
It's
the
just
whole time,
weird.
like a Scooby Doo reveal.
it was the
Melissa
whole
the
time,
whole
and I
time.
would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Meddling Jews on
think
a podcast.
Chad Kroger doesn't look that bad.
Let's see. Let me see
Yeah.
it.
I thought his nose was all blown out. No, it doesn't look bad at all.
It kind of looks like Nick Cage if he kept it together.
Kind
Yeah,
of looks like
yeah.
Nick Cage with
Looks
the mixture
okay.
of one of the Backstreet Boys or in sync. Can't tell which one it is, but you know what I'm saying.
Okay,
Looks like Nick Cage if he
that one.
joined
She's
Nickelback.
just not smiling, but it's like, you know.
The fake tan is
I've
pretty
never
hilarious.
seen him not smile. He kind of
Why
looks
do you
like
say that's a
Dennis
fake
Leary.
tan?
That's a fake tan, bro.
How do you know that?
How do
That's a
you not know
sauna
that?
tan, bro.
So
That's not a real tan.
that's a
bro.
tan.
So do
No,
you guys?
a real tan. Real tan comes from the sun.
Question.
Man, you have a weird standard.
Question.
No, I'm just saying you can tell the difference between a real tan and a fake tan.
Say we blew up. Okay?
Yes.
Say that tomorrow.
You
or
think
whatever
this
it
is gonna blow
No,
up?
all of it. Back
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
This. Say the brand blows up, and then I kill myself. Are you bringing in a body double?
No, I'm riding your grief to the Grammy. What are you fucking talking
What
about?
Grammy?
Bro, my fucking stand-up album that wins a Grammy because it's so good.
I miss my friend.
I like how you,
Yeah,
I like how you think
Another
that it's
one.
Like, to keep this going,
we recast
we have to
Brandon.
recast.
Would you though?
We
I'm
have to-
asking you both if it had to. If the world wanted Brandon Sobel.
How many tickets have we sold? That would change the dynamic.
Is it selling a theater?
Like sold
I
out
don't know.
theater
I'm
run.
dead. I don't know.
Okay, is there enough money to fund a body double? Because
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a big problem. That's a big
Whoa.
undertaking.
Do you think, going back to the Avril thing, do you think that she gets a paycheck for the body double and a paycheck for the concerts, or just one?
She gets
lump
She
sum?
gets definitely a large chunk of money every year.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? It was a good. I'm glad you read
I
it.
think at least $1 million a year
What did you think of that?
to give up your entire
What?
life.
The segment you brought up?
Do you think that she's a clone?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I saw you reading. I thought you were reading.
Dude, we did a 30-second dive. You want us to come up with our opinions on a clone?
You didn't do any diving.
Yeah, okay.
I kind of half-ass read it. I was like, the
I
evidence.
like how he's like, you've seen none of it. Give
I
me
just
your-
want opinion. I just want opinion.
I'll say I'm going to go no clone
Yeah.
because that's insane.
I just think that people get old, they change. Like you can look drastically different just by changing
Just look
your
at Courtney
diet.
Cox.
Yeah, dude,
Like-
you can change your appearance by like either overdoing it on plastic surgeries or overdoing it on
Go through
cake.
this podcast. We look different in
If Dave
episodes.
Chappelle
Don't have a
If
haircut.
Dave
Dude, Dave
Chappelle's
Chappelle-
clones listening right now, you can perform
Sunday.
at
Dave
February
Chappelle-
24th and 25th. We will book you for Mike Rita.
Dude, Dave Chappelle is he's just too famous.
He's too famous.
That's what happened.
Yep.
There's not like
The
there's
feedback
no-
loop is broken.
Yeah. There's no one's gonna tell him that anything that he does sucks. Just because it's,
Can you imagine? He comes off
it's
stage and
selling-
we're like, that bit, man.
It's not
Dude,
that
he-
it sucks. It's that like we don't.
It
how
doesn't-
many-
it lacks
You're
the-
just rewriting tranny stuff. Like let's hear about Dave. Let's hear about.
It lacks what made us love Dave.
Yeah, because those were polished hours. Every one of these last new ones has just been something that he's thrown together, and then it's good. Like it's as far as the material goes, it's like there's material there to work with, but it's like it's not punchy.
if we did a comedy,
not as
draft,
good.
Would he go top 5?
No. Well,
Top
no.
15.
In top, like on my Mount Rushmore, for the fact that he had Chappelle
Isn't-
Chappelle show, and
You putting
top,
5 on
sorry,
Rushmore?
top five.
I do think it's funny that we should add one.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Let's do presidents too. It's got to be Obama. He killed the least amount of Syrians.
Yeah. You
I
didn't get
I
that
don't
many.
know enough about American politics.
No.
Me neither. I know he killed people.
Who's your top 5?
Abraham Lincoln for freeing the slaves.
Comedians.
I'll respect that.
Abraham Lincoln for carefree.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, top 5 comedians.
That's why you have a black wife. You
Yeah.
show respect.
I hate having this conversation because people judge me.
It changes.
It changes, but like
Changes. But Louis.
I could always watch Jim Gaffigan.
Ugh.
I could always watch. Who are my 5 that people hate?
What you give Jim Gaffigan's like watching the sandwiches
Like
he
Rodney
eats.
Dangerfield, I find dope, but I don't think it would hold up now. But I do find Rodney Dangerfield dope.
my
Same with
God.
Patrice. I think Patrice is dope, but I don't think it holds right now.
Really?
Have you tried? Like I don't try.
I haven't watched it
Have I
in a
tried
while.
watching it?
From
yeah.
our perspective, it's always going to work. But I'm saying in today's
As a comedian,
society,
it's good.
And as a white male comedian, Patrice is hilarious. But I'm saying if you were to hear him now, it's not the same.
I'm
willing
curious,
to bet he would still be killing it now.
I'm curious to see what his perspective would be like. No, with cancer, like because he was just every time he talked, I just saw a sad man,
An angry, sad
an
man.
angry, sad man. So I'd just be curious to see if he ever like.
Robin
got over-
Williams is on that list for sure.
Yeah, his stand-up doesn't hold up. You heard that shit? It's like
No, but you.
he's like Arabs. Am I right?
No, but there's no doubt now that if you were to throw him up there with the fun he
Yeah,
was
yeah,
having,
yeah,
it's
for
still
sure.
murder.
yeah.
I'm gonna say it again. I do like Gaffigan. I know it's weird. I hate
You
admitting
just
it.
talked about it.
I'm just
He didn't really. He
reiterating
said
it.
Gaffigan and
And then I brushed it over. But I'm saying I like Gaffigan a lot.
Yeah.
I like Bernie Mac, but that's 5 minutes set. You know, like that. You gonna cut to that right now?
No.
Can we find a clip of Bernie?
No,
Mac?
just. I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers. I'm trying to think. It's just a hard like nowadays. Who are my
Louis.
favorite comics? Bill Burr.
Burr.
Yeah.
And Burr toes the line. He goes out at times. Like
Yeah, but you can see he's genuine. And what I really
Yeah.
like about Burr nowadays is he's not afraid. Like old Burr would be like, "Here's my opinion, swallow it," and new Burr's like, "I have taken other people's feelings into consideration. Here are both sides." Like he will play a
Yeah.
lot more than he used
the
to.
best set I've ever seen was at the Cellar. I saw Sam Morril into Andrew Schultz into Michelle Wolf, and Michelle Wolf buried the show. She was
Really?
by far the best on the show.
Really?
By like not even close. Like 7-8 applause breaks.
Damn.
Nobody else got that.
It's that good, eh?
It was that good. Her
Wow.
voice annoyed the fuck out of me. But
It's just weird. Like it was comedy.
so it's like, what are we actually talking about? Best set.
we're talking about right now.
Biggest
I'm saying
inspiration to
biggest
self.
influences. Like,
Yeah,
that's why it's confusing.
Yeah.
Your top favorite comics.
Louis.
Are we allowed to say Louis?
We just did.
Yeah.
I would say as of this point right now, Burr is the GOAT in this generation. What are you going to throw at us?
I would say Louis is the
Yeah,
okay,
Louis
but
back.
that's the conversation. Is it's those are for those two we
I
can
was
agree.
like Burr, like on mine. It's never changed. It's been fucking Louis and Chappelle, Burr, and Patrice and Norm.
That's such a wide
Yeah,
variety.
Norm
of
wouldn't
com-
make mine.
Norm wouldn't make mine either.
He's so good.
yeah, I'm not
He's
denying it's just
so
not
good.
me. It's just not.
Yeah, I just don't like
It's
it.
dry. It's just not my style.
It's dry. It's
It's
so
just not-
dark.
it's
He's
also-
talked about such dark topics.
He's also very technical. There's no bob and weave. It's just weaving, and you know my thoughts on that.
He had a real tough time on the road. Apparently, did you hear that?
Oh, no.
Why?
Where
What
like
happened?
it was hard for
That
him
makes sense.
to actually like develop an audience because it's like it's such a specific act that is not like it doesn't follow the entertainment value that a lot of club acts will try to do. Like
guys
you'll
heard-
see.
You heard how he literally went to Yuck Yucks and got signed that day. Like his first set, he got signed.
Yeah.
Like amateur night Yucks signed.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's-
in an era
that's
where
badass. That's
they-
still badass.
In
Era
an
where
era
there
where
was
they
a-
had so many clubs.
But isn't he the
so
only
much
one that's
road
ever
work?
done that?
Yeah, I don't know.
From what I've heard, he was the only one that like Breslin
Makes sense.
saw and was like, now, right now.
right now.
So Norm's your 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't answer it.
I would try. All I can say is Bill and Burr and Louis.
Chappelle's earlier work is so good that
Yeah, so-
it
Dude, you
it
listen to
dwarfs
old,
everything that
you ever
his new
listen to
stuff
old
is.
Pryor? Old Richard Pryor is fucking fire, bro. That shit holds so tight.
You talking
Yeah.
black and white prior?
Oh,
Dude,
so good.
Same with old Eddie Murphy.
Oh, old Eddie Murphy is flames.
Yeah, but
Raw and Delirious. Oh, imagine putting those out nowadays.
Or fucking Cat Williams. Oh my god.
Cat Williams, I find entertaining. I
You
just don't.
fucking asshole.
What? I don't. I just. Don't,
I honestly have never watched his old stuff.
it's fun, and it's
I've
like
only seen like more modern. And it's like this is awful.
if I wanted
It's
to see
really
a
good.
baby pimp, I'd look in a mirror and watch my fucking self.
Baby pimp.
Baby Pimp.
That's what we're calling this episode. Baby pimp.
Well, I don't know. The thing with comedy is like you brought up a good point, where it's is it the top 5 that influenced my own style? Is it the top 5 that I can just put on the TV and watch?
I hate
Oh,
that.
yeah, no.
Five
Who are, you,
comics I'm currently
who are your top
watching?
5? Who are your top 5 influences?
Okay, so Patrice, Rodney Dangerfield, Robin Williams,
I know one he's forgetting.
Louis,
What?
Segura,
No one he's forgetting.
The Machine.
Seinfeld.
Oh, of course. Yeah,
Seinfeld.
100%.
100% Seinfeld. Like
Yes, and
You
The
can
most
be- I saw-
technical comedian
but
out there?
I felt seen. You understand? Watching Seinfeld as a Jew, you're sitting there going, I can fucking do this.
It's
You understand?
It's a
like
weird
that's
game though, because
that's how it starts.
When I first saw Seinfeld
Were
stand
most
up,
comics Jews for like a while?
no, but
No, he was the
seeing Seinfeld
1%.
was the one that made me go, oh, I can be a comic.
Oh.
And then
him.
Trevor Noah.
Him as a okay, yeah.
And those two together made me go, oh, I can do that.
there's something about
And then did
Seinfeld.
it.
Seinfeld I loved forever, and when I used to watch it, it was the best. But then I saw
Seeing
it in
him
concert,
and then
it was
since
it was
then
the
I
same.
haven't-
It was literally like for a guy. Last time I'm doing this material, he did it a year later.
Yeah, it's like you should really write more.
But you're
of
not wrong. As influences,
As influence.
as like I know I don't make the
This one I hate. but Mike Birbiglia for a while
Oh my god.
influenced me a lot.
That Sleepwalk with Me, the movie.
The
fire.
stand up special on that, the audio version of
Yeah.
that album.
Yes, but
fire.
that movie.
Yeah, it's great.
Fire.
He's really good.
Oh, I just think he's
Like crafting
So
those
weak.
hours are fucking.
It's art.
I think he's weak as a human.
Yeah, but that's what he's going
And that
for.
part I don't like.
Why? Too relatable?
Why?
I don't want to be that.
So it's his fault?
It's got nothing to do with him. I like. I'm not. I don't want to be that guy. You know.
I would say
Him. What's the other guy who does it? The Christian dude has the
Pete
show.
Holmes.
I fucking want to punch him so badly.
it's because he's a
in
dork,
the face.
but in the best possible way.
He's a dork.
But his stand up is pretty
It's
good.
weird because before I hung out with you guys, and I hate admitting this out loud, I would always, I would see the perspective of like more of like me being a Pete Holmes type of guy or me being a Birbiglia, and then after I hang out with you guys, it's like, no man, like I got
Be
that
Brando.
like, but there's anger in me.
Yeah,
And when you
Brando.
watch those guys, like Big Briglia's got anger and Pete's got angry, but it's not like I get angry.
It's not the same.
You know, like those guys get like those. Yeah, but they both deserve the respect. It's like Gaffigan. What I like about Gaffigan, and now that we've had this talk so much, you'll see it in my stand-up. Like, I do voices. I don't necessarily do the audience voice, but
Yeah, when you do act outs, it's hilarious.
it's like, yeah, but I get
miss
that
Cat.
from him. I get that from watching
I
him.
missed the cat.
Hey, we were talking about this. Remember, don't say any names right now, okay? We were talking outside remember how I did the cat bit, and then within 48 hours you saw other comics doing cat bits? No names.
I mean, cats are a pretty.
Well, you know
open
what I'm talking
topic.
about?
No, not really.
Okay, so there was another comic that did a cat bit.
Okay.
And then I heard a rumor on the way here that comic is like taking other things from other people along the way too. That's all. It wasn't supposed to be.
I don't even know
So what
who
are your
we're
thoughts on
talking
that?
about.
What are your thoughts on like for you? You know, you're not
I've
mom.
done it.
What if I was to go on stage and write a joke where the punchline was?
I did it early on.
What?
Who'd you
Like
steal
took
from?
a bit
From who?
A friend, like a friend from home,
Oh,
and I
yeah?
did the bit here.
Oh really?
Yeah.
How bad?
How did you sleep
feel?
at night?
Not great.
How did you sleep at night?
Did you ever
Listen, you
did
make
you film
mistakes. No.
it? Did you deliberately not film it?
I like. He found out eventually, and
Was he mad at you?
yeah, and rightfully so. Like
Yeah.
it
Did
was.
you
bad.
give him $50 what the joke was worth?
It wasn't a good joke.
No.
25
What
bucks.
was the joke? How did he find out from South Africa?
Oh, things travel. Listen, it's just bad.
Travels to South Africa.
Yeah, someone saw me at a show. They would come from here. You know, like it takes one South African, bro. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Did
Either
you
way,
steal it
it wasn't
word for
good.
word or just
no,
premise?
no, it was like the core premise of it.
No.
You hear rumors
I didn't
of Robin,
really even think about it.
Robin Williams, still one of my favorites of
I
all
did a
time.
Tosh joke the
He
other day
was-
by accident.
Wow.
I literally I said it and I was like, why does that sound familiar? And then I was like, oh, that's a Tosh
Well,
bit.
to be honest, if you've watched a lot of comedy, then it's like you just got to be more hyper aware of the fact that
yeah,
it's like
I don't like doing it. I don't
Yeah.
want to do it.
No, I know.
You had
It's
that
not
conversation
intent.
with Kakum where you were saying the difference between
Kakim
being
said I stole his
inspired-
bit the other
No,
day.
but you showed him a book that inspired him, where it's like you're not stealing art, you're using that art as an influence to grow.
Yeah, well, no, it's like I
haven't read the book.
Everything about all art is built upon what's previously done,
100%.
and like it's not like as long as you're not stealing like the actual
The word
like,
for word technical.
No, not even that. It's just
The essence.
the actual what's funny about this. It's like there's topics that you can cut. Like there's that when you're saying like someone did a cat bit, like something else. It's like cats. That's a universal topic.
Actually, I have a great example.
Yeah.
So he's watched your Catholics bit a lot, Brandon.
Yeah.
And have you seen his new Jesus as an event planner?
Christmas shit, but yeah.
You
Yeah.
can just take Jesus as an
I've
event
been
planner.
thinking
right?
about
Yeah. Catholicism, Jesus. It's like it's,
Right,
anything
that's
that's
your own bit.
What he's trying
Things
to say
that are
to you
within
is
a
I
zy-
felt bad.
He thought he stole
I
it.
was like
He, like,
calling
asked me.
Ariel and being like,
but
did I steal Max's bit? He's like, what? And I was
no.
like, I gave
No.
Jesus a job. And he's like,
No.
so? That's not...
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
But like I literally was about to call you. I called Ariel like I was all feeling distraught. Like I think I just stole Max's bit.
Yeah.
But I also think it's because I did it for the first time that night and it killed. So immediately being the kind of personality I'm like, oh,
You're like, why did
that's not right. I shouldn't be killing first
Yeah,
time
yeah.
telling it. I must have stolen it from a real comic. Like, That
Imposter
self-doubt.
syndrome
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's imposter syndrome for sure.
That was all the way back in December.
Seeing as
though.
we're here though, now we're in like area of power. Max has a segment for us.
oh yeah.
I'm curious.
Area
All
of
right, so
power.
I've been reading this book, audiobook.
So you've
it's
been
called-
listening.
Okay.
Yes, I also listen to books.
Yeah. Okay.
You'll be outnumbered here, bro.
What? Then I'm the
So-
only one that can read at the table.
Yep.
So, 48 Laws of Power. There's a book by
Bro, you
Robert
don't judge us. I'm in your
I'm
apartment
not
right now.
judging you.
understand?
I thought that was
He
hilarious.
cleaned your apartment.
I
It's
literally
gonna be
cleaned your-
his.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I should clean it now.
I'm sorry. My able to read and now affects this.
No, you would judge
Maybe if
us.
I wasn't so busy reading, I'd clean my apartment. Okay,
Yeah.
that wasn't funny.
Well,
In my head,
yeah.
it was funny. But
Yeah,
Dick.
cool.
Rude. Okay, so
When last did you read?
Sorry. So you were listening to a
When
book.
last did you read?
I was listening to an audiobook, Brandon, and it's called The 48 Laws of Power. It's by Robert Greene. And here's the thing. Here's what I want to showcase these to you. See if something, I'm going to do one of these in an episode and see if it sticks with you and something that you can implement, or if it's too evil for you guys to do.
Oh, as business owners.
As business
So we
owners,
got to
to-
put our business owners hat on.
Business
Well, no,
owners.
what I liked about the last time when you pitched us off camera is you tell it to us and then
Yeah,
we just
yeah.
see what comes out.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
just see how we
yes,
feel
exactly.
about
Okay,
it.
so
Because
the
it's
first.
perspective.
Okay, so the first one is the rule number 1 is never outshine the master, which means that if there's someone who is higher on the perceived hierarchy in your respective field around you, then you're not supposed to outshine them or make them feel insecure, because then they perceive you as an enemy.
So what dictionary did you listen to that from? That description.
The 48 Laws of Power.
He literally told you the book.
I was just being funny because, okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to deflect the question. I honestly believe that it's all dependent. Like, if you want to go further in your job, then that's.
I think if
probably
you,
accurate.
I think if you, whoever the shining is that insecure, that's a them problem.
Yeah, but then that's
It can
it.
affect you. It can have
Yeah,
consequence. I'm not saying
what are
that.
you gonna do now that it's our club? Okay, I'm
Yep.
gone for 2 weeks. I'm on
Cool.
vacation. Now you
Someone crushes more than me.
Someone crushes more than you, but now they're entitled to more spots, and they say to you, "Well, I've been doing better than you."
Okay, I'll do my best.
No, I'm saying, what do you do to that comedian that now has
Okay, I'll do
outshined
my
you?
best.
Are you gonna book them?
I'll do my best. Like you go into the
I'm not
system.
attacking you. I'm
No,
just asking
no, and I'm
questions.
answering it very calmly.
I think it's one of those things that.
How
it's
do you
like-
think I would handle that? Do you think I would be insecure?
No,
about
that's why I
that?
was asking you. I
wouldn't-
don't think
that
you
wouldn't
would.
make me
I'm
insecure
just-
at all. People crush all the time more than me.
Like when I was at
when you
BC,
crushed more than me, do I?
it's
Do I
different
get
because we've
upset?
equally crushed now.
When you crush more than me,
It's
do I get
different.
upset?
No.
No.
So when you look at this,
No.
it's like if I wanted to take it from my professional world before stand-up comedy,
Max is on no shows this weekend. No, I'm kidding.
he's been doing too well.
Yeah.
When I used to do my old job before comedy or during comedy, I think that when my boss would come, yeah, you wanted to show a little shine, but you wanted to, it's like, remember when we all first started comedy and you'd have the headliner that some headliners would only, or some people only book people that are worse than them? We've seen that. We've all,
so much.
we see it
that.
regularly where it's literally the headliner or the producer is the best on the show.
Yeah.
So I think that like,
We've booked nights like that,
Yeah.
but inadvertently.
There's certain shows that people won't bring me out on the road with them because
because they don't want you to steal their shine.
yeah.
So now
Yeah,
looking at it
I
from our
disagree. It
perspective,
happens.
I think
It happens.
I think that person should have the confidence and ability to shine on their own. Your shine does not negate my shine.
No, I'm not saying that it's not
This
a
is
negative.
such a weird
I don't-
sentence.
I don't think
it's
it's
how
not
you take
a.
the shot.
I don't think it's not a negative thought process for them to go through, but that's just how weird people are.
it's how you
I
take
get it.
It's the consequence of taking the shine. It's like if you were to outshine me and then be an asshole about it, that's the
But
problem.
that's not. He didn't.
No, that's what,
he,
that's what
he
I'm
didn't
saying.
say that.
I'm saying
he
that
wasn't.
all you're talking
he
about
wasn't.
is the
He didn't
shine.
say. He said don't outshine. What he means to say is be gracious if you outshine. Right?
No,
like
I think that it's going to stick to a rule of power that if you want to get further in any job, including comedy, like you got to like only recently.
sometimes you got to do your job.
Like without being weird, only recently have I been shining because I'm so comfortable in myself on stage. Where like without the practice and all that, I wouldn't be able to shine at all.
I'm excited for the next episode for you because this is already just one out of,
And
out
we're
of 48.
And we're deep.
Yeah, but you guys see what I'm saying though. Like if
Yeah.
you right now weren't a comedian, or even if you are a comedian, if you know you go to say X comedy club where the headliner is supposed to do better than you, and then you bury the headliner, it's telling you not to bury the headliner.
Okay, but I'll say this is that
How insecure
that's
is
not
the headliner
that's
to
not,
feel buried?
That's not within your control.
Yeah, no.
That's not within
a-
my control. What you want me to do, all I did was my best, which everyone wants you to do all the fucking time. And then what, now this guy is insecure about it?
My argument
I'm
just
out.
is that the whole
I'm out.
thing is it's like, hey, we're going to show you how to succeed in any jobs. That's a good rule. Like, I'm not saying that with me,
I would never.
shine. I want you to shine. You guys know my
I'm not
personality.
reading the rest of that book.
I want, well, you mean listen to that
Yeah,
rest of that
sorry,
book.
yes,
But
listen
you know
to
what
the
I'm
rest of
saying.
that
You guys, I like it when you guys shine.
dick.
When you guys
He's trying to outshine us right
when
now.
you guys shine at the club or in person, there's a part of me because we're a team where I feel great. Or when we have an up-and-comer, I'll use Greg and Tyler as examples. When Greg and Tyler are starting to shine, I love that we've given them that space. It's a part of me, you know? But then it goes to the thing where it's like, oh, well, the thing is saying if you want to do well at your job, don't outshine your boss. And I get why that's rule number one.
Yeah, it's
because
like-
there's a lot of petty fucking
Like if
people.
say the headliner had booked you, like if you're at a club and the headliner for the weekend, you're doing better than them.
They should be able to
That's
roll
not
my energy.
That's not outshining the master. That's just like the headliner who also got booked on that weekend. The club owner is essentially the hierarchy, like the top of the
okay.
hierarchy.
So it's just basically saying that like if a waitress likes you and the bar owner wants that waitress, just fucking let him, like, you know
This
what I'm
is a
saying?
weird
I'd say
analogy.
No, I
don't
would- I'm
fuck the
just saying-
waitress.
No, that should be on the rules of power. I'm just saying.
Don't fuck
Number
waitresses.
2, don't fuck the waitress.
It's just
We're-
an interesting
we're at 31
conversation.
minutes, though.
That's all. I'm saying that, yeah.
Thank you for bringing this. I'm excited to do the next 47.
We've been episode 39.
This is episode 39 of Coke Gas.
Not Us, Our Dads. Tell two friends to tell two friends. And fucking it all starts with a follow.